Despite the best efforts of the mainstream media to convince people otherwise, over the past few years, it's been obvious for most people to see that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has a problem. When you look at the box office numbers that continue to dwindle, massive disappointments, especially when you look at the budgets that they're using right now. And then when it comes to Disney Plus, losing $1 billion each and every quarter and pathetically low ratings for these Disney Plus Marvel series. Well, now even Bob Iger is admitting there's a problem. He talked specifically about Marvel, how they've had problems at the box office, how what they've tried to do on streaming just simply hasn't worked, and how they need to make cuts if they want to move forward. Well, one of the things that's been more disappointing than anything else is a thing that's currently airing on Disney Plus that nearly no one is watching, and that's Secret Invasion. When the first inkling of ratings came out, when we saw the Samba TV numbers, and we realized that this is one of the lowest rated Disney properties that we've seen when it comes to the MCU on Disney Plus. This is something that should definitively have gotten more attention. Samuel L. Jackson returning as Nick Fury, the entire Secret Invasion plotline. But no, people have just checked out on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course, the media was very quick to try to make a bunch of excuses as to why all of these things happen. Well, now finally we have some hard data. The Nielsen numbers, which for streaming are delayed by typically about 4 weeks. Well, the numbers are now here for the first premiere episode of Secret Invasion, and it is terrible for Disney and for Marvel. This shows, yes, there's no interest in this and nobody's watching. When you look at the top 10, the overall top 10 on streaming, if you just take a peek from June 19th to June 25th, this premiered June 21st, by the way, you could see that there's not a single side of Secret Invasion. It's not there in the top 10. In fact, when you go to original programming, which is split up between original and acquired, so something that, like, you know, they're licensed from somebody or something like that. On original programming, you have to go all the way down to 5th. And there's Disney Plus Secret Invasion at 461 million minutes. This is pathetically low. These are not numbers that Disney's happy with. There's a reason why even Bob Iger is admitting there's a problem, especially when you're spending so much fucking money. We talked about this the other day. The budget has been revealed for Marvel's Secret Invasion. It's not $100 million. It's not $150 million. No, for 6 episodes of this dog shit that no one is watching, it's $212 million. That is insane, and it's a massive loss for them. They are not getting a return on their investment. This is one of the reasons they're losing $1 billion every 3 months on Disney Plus because of bad investments that Marvel's continuing to make in these shows. And people were calling it out. Look at the last five MCU projects all have ridiculous budgets. She-Hulk, $225 million. Now, at least this, I think, had 8 or 10 episodes, whereas Secret Invasion only has 6, but that looked terrible. All the VFX that had to go into that, and it looked like a PlayStation 2 cutscene. Wakanda Forever and Guardians 3, both at $250 million. And of course, these are the reported budgets, as we saw with Multiverse of Madness when they said, oh, by the way, you know how we reported, a year and a half ago that this budget was $200 million? It actually cost us $350 million to make it. I'm sure we're going to see some of those things for these recent projects as well. But $212 million for Secret Invasion, and you're 5th on original content when there's no competition, and you can't even break into the overall top 10. This is embarrassingly bad for them. And this is finally explaining why even Bob Iger is out there talking shit about the MCU and admitting that there's problems with the MCU. Because right now, it is obvious to anyone with 2 brain cells to rub together that the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, between Phase 4 failures and Phase 5 flops, it is not going well for Disney. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.